Allow me to stand on the protocols that we announced earlier, but I will also make some additions by welcoming our director of the board, Mr. Dan Tumuriame, present. The president of ASEA, Mr. Celestine Rabakumba. ASEA is the African Securities Exchanges Association. We've got present CEOs from the region, no stock exchanges, and the Securities Central Depositories present. I will not go by the individual names, but would like to recognize your presence and welcome to Kampala and Uganda and to this conference. Good morning, distinguished guests, colleagues, CEOs, representatives of our member exchanges, our regulators present, market participants, friends of the East African capital markets. It's an honor to address you as chair of the East African Securities Exchange Association, but also as the CEO of Uganda Securities Exchange. I begin by expressing my sincere gratitude to all our member exchanges for entrusting me with this responsibility of chairing the association. Your confidence inspires me to continue strengthening collaboration, innovation, and growth across our region. I would also like to extend, in particular, our warm regards to the newest members of our association who are from Somalia and Ethiopia. Your inclusion reflects East African Securities Exchange's expanding reach and reinforces our commitment to regional integration, capacity building, and development of robust capital markets that serve all the people of East Africa. This year's theme, Shaping East Africa's Capital Markets Through Digital Transformation and Sustainable Finance, captures the essence of our mission. Across the region, technology and sustainability are not optional. They are catalysts driving transparency, inclusion, and long-term growth. Our collective challenge is to harness these forces, strengthen East Africa's markets, and create greater opportunities for all participants. I'll speak a little bit into the evolution of the association. In 2009, the Nairobi Securities Exchange, the Uganda Securities Exchange, the Dar es Salaam Stock Exchange, and the Rwanda Stock Exchange came together to establish the association. This collaboration was born out of shared commitment to unify, strengthen, and advance the securities exchanges in East Africa. The association has grown into a platform that facilitates knowledge sharing, regulatory harmonization, and market development. Today, ESA is not merely a coordinating body, it's a strategic enabler. We provide mentorship and technical support to emerging exchanges, ensuring that all our members can fully participate in regional capital markets. Cross-border collaboration and integration are no longer aspirations, they are operational imperatives that enable deeper liquidity, greater investment flows, and sustainable growth across the region. Through cross-listings and shared initiatives, our markets offer investors unprecedented access to opportunities while providing issuers with broader avenues to raise capital. The growth of the capital markets across the region is a tangible reflection of both progress and potential. For example, the Nairobi Securities Exchange market capitalization stands at Kenya shillings 2.7 trillion, an estimated $20 billion in equities, and Kenya shillings 5.4 trillion in bonds worth $32 billion US. In Tanzania, the market capitalization stands at 21 trillion at USD's $8 billion, while in Rwanda, this stands at 3.4 billion market capitalization. In Uganda, here at home, the market capitalization stands at 31 trillion, that is $9.2 billion in equities, and 45 trillion, about an estimated $13 billion in bonds that are listed on the exchange. Looking at our theme and specifically digital transformation and inclusive access, technology is transforming how capital markets operate across the region, making investment more inclusive and accessible ever than before. In Kenya, the Nairobi Securities Exchange mobile app provides investors with real-time market data, company performance tracking, and trading capabilities that empower investors anywhere, anytime. Rwanda's stock market live app enhances market transparency and investor engagement through real-time data. In Uganda, the USC Easy portal is bringing the capital markets directly to the palm of every citizen's hand. Through mobile phones and even USSD technology, investors can buy and sell shares from virtually anywhere, removing barriers of distance and complexity. The exchange fully automated its technology and migrated from the open outcry trading to the automated trading systems, bringing greater transparency, speed, and accuracy. Today, we have gone even further with the USC Easy portal and USSD platforms. Investors are able to participate in all, have got quite a number of features, which include getting their statements, their last transactions, they're able to input their KYC, and it takes less than a minute to open an account using this technology. During the MTN IPO in 2021, which was Africa's first green IPO, all investors nationwide subscribed using the shares mobile technology and the USC Easy portal. The IPO raised $535 billion, an estimated $155 billion, with over 21,000 investors participating in this initial public offer. Similarly, the success was seen in the Airtel IPO in 2023 that raised $211 billion, an estimated $61 million. Currently, if I take you back to 2020, we had only 38,000 investors on the exchange with depository accounts. Today, with the use of technology, that stands at over 270,000 investors. It's hard to please this room, eh? Anyway, as we continue to work closely with market intermediaries to expand education, empower investors, and increase access to financial products, we create pathways to alleviate poverty and promote sustainable development. The East African exchanges are continuously expanding the range of products available to investors. In Kenya, for example, the introduction of the Real Estate Investment Trust has provided investors with access to professionally managed real estate portfolios. Similarly, other exchanges are exploring new instruments from government and corporate bonds to derivatives to meet the diverse needs of investors. Through ESEA, we actively share experiences and best practices among these product developments. This collaborative approach ensures that each exchange aligns with the common vision of driving diverse, acceptable, and inclusive investment opportunities across East Africa. The East African Executive Committee in January agreed to set up an index and launched the East African Top 20 Index with constituent member exchanges. We'll be officially launching this index today, and we shall be looking to conduct roadshows in the coming months to create an exchange-traded fund index. And we believe this index has exposed East Africa to the greater investment world across the board. Previously, and when we speak to international investors, Uganda was independent, Kenya was independent, Dar es Salaam was independent, Rwanda. Now, collectively, they look at us as a unit with a market capitalization of over $1.5 trillion. So there's a lot of benefit in having to work at a regional level. Looking at Uganda's market performance, Uganda's capital markets have shown great resilience and strong recovery from growth from 2020 to 2025. The macroeconomic environment, $1 billion paid out by the listed companies on the exchange. I think that is something we should be proud of, because when companies are able to pay dividends, it means investors are interested in participating and there is growth. Today we've got 19 listed companies with a combined market capitalization of $9 billion, representing a 30% growth over the last 5 years. Domestic market capitalization stands at $15 trillion, an 84% growth over the last 5 years. So a lot of the signals show that the markets are positive and there's a lot of interest in investment. The bond market has continued to surge, and we've seen a lot of growth in that particular aspect. On the exchange, specifically in 2020, we had investments in the bonds at about 6 billion Uganda shillings. This year alone, this number has reached over 52 billion, and these are majorly retail investors. So it shows that if you've got a product that appeals to investors, they will definitely participate. Moving to Islamic finance and green bonds, our regional leadership, Uganda is to introduce the first Islamic bond in 2026. Kenya and the Nairobi Securities Exchange has successfully listed its first public Islamic bond, the Linza Sukuk 2024, valued at 3 billion Kenya shillings. And this was aimed at supporting affordable finance. In Tanzania, the Dar es Salaam Stock Exchange launched the Fursa Sukuk 2022, and over 10 billion Tanzanian shillings were raised, which was oversubscribed by 10%. This signals a strong appetite for Islamic finance products across the region. In Rwanda, the exchange is actively exploring Sukuk frameworks, working with regulators to create the enabling policy for Sharia-compliant instruments. Looking at environmentally friendly and sustainable projects across East Africa, in Kenya, Acorns Holding issued a green bond in 2019 of 4.3 billion to fund environmentally friendly student accommodation. In Tanzania, Tanga Uwasa issued a green bond in 2024, raising 53.12 billion Tanzanian Kenya shillings to support water infrastructure projects and improve climate